geen vraag gaan vragen. Generatie, wat een vrede streef. Wil maar net leef en laat leef. Is dit te veel? Is dit te veel? Is dit te veel? Is het verdien, kan je voelen je hart springen, die kan ik horen. Necesitaba met die praten, Cecilia y Bosa. Is het verdien, betaal is met de Anneke. Anneke schreef het zelf in je story. Storieën met jouw hart in die hand van zijn vierde traan. Is het verdien, ons was systeem wat hierdie stilte skreef. Door die echo's die donker breek. Laat die stemme de sins versien. Laat dan die stemme vir ons die ander gee. Jy sê wat kan jy voel?
Is er een bruispoel? Posting 1 So, ladies and gentlemen, we ask everybody to come in, take their seats. It's about time to do business. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Okay, cool. Okay, dames and heren, ladies and gentlemen, can we have your attention, please? Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jan Vernest. Tonight I'm acting on behalf of the Limousin Breeders Association of South Africa, on behalf of Frank Central, and also on behalf of Swiftfair. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very special occasion. As you all know, it's the 50th anniversary of the Limousin breed in South Africa, and it's quite a nice evening, although we had a little bit of storms. Dames en heren, en is vir my nou 'n baie groot voorreg om vir Jan Stiglen, die president van die Limousin Dealersgenootskap, aan die woord te stel en vir almal te verwelkom. Meneer Jan.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Johan. Firstly, I think it's very important that I just mention that without Fly Central, Swiftfair, and Johan van der Nest, again, this would not have been possible. It has been a long year, and we managed to get through everything, and here we are tonight for the 50th anniversary leading lady sale. And I have to congratulate every single breeder today. I think the exhibits was top notch. If PJ had to stand still and re-look and look again and check again and make sure again before he made a choice, that means something. I think that means the quality that we presented was exceptional. And I think what an opportunity tonight to have those 10 leading ladies of us in this ring. I think the quality is of such a quality that basically you can start if you're a new breeder, you can start a whole stud out of one of these ladies being sold. And even for the existing breeders, I think there's something very special for everyone. So let's support each other and let's make this something memorable. And thank you very much for each and every person here tonight. It's a huge honor for us at the Limousin Society to have everybody here. And I must mention PJ. PJ, thank you very much for today. It was something very, very special. And I want to say it again. Let's have fun tonight. There is some really fun items also afterwards. And Jan, let's do it.
Thank you very much indeed, Jan. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Vlees and Klaar, on behalf of Swiftware, on behalf of all the sponsors, and on behalf of myself, we would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you here tonight, and also to our online bidders wherever you find yourself. Please allow me, ladies and gentlemen, just to say something before I start. As you all know, Jan Stichelen is from, please don't bother around with the, stay out of that. Stay out of it. You're going to get in trouble. I need more volume, please. I'm the arranger of that. Stay out of it. Thank you. As you all know, Jan Stichelen is from Botswana. I happen to have the opportunity to also be involved in sometimes farm in Botswana. And there the Botswana people say, when it starts raining, pula, it means blessings, blessings, it means rain. And if we start this evening with blessings and with rain, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to start this 50th anniversary auction of the Limousin breed. But in any way, let's get to work before we get really red from poor. Ladies and gentlemen, the terms and conditions of the sale as advertised in the national press. It's printed in your catalog, it's available at the office where you've registered, and it's binding on all the buyers as well as the sellers. I, as the auctioneer, together with Swiftware and Vlees and Klaar spotters, do retain the right if we make a mistake with the taking of the bids or closing of the bid, ladies and gentlemen, to resell that lot again. In the case when we close a bid on two different buyers, we open the bid between the last two buyers, and only they can compete in the buying of that lot. If there's any problem with this, please indicate to us now. Everybody happy? Thank you. I know you are all fair people. And ladies and gentlemen, because we are using an online platform tonight, it's important that we treat everybody ethically and fair. And that's why the input price tonight is going to be 20,000 on the heifers, and the bid increments will run accordingly as follows. From 20 to 50, it's 2 and 3,000 bid increments. In other words, 22, 25, 28, 30, 32, 35, 38, 40, 42, 45, 48, 50. From 50 to 90, ladies and gentlemen, the increments becomes 5,000 bid increments. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 85, 90. From 90 to 200, 10,000 bit increments, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. Over 200, it becomes 20 and 30,000 increments. 220, 250, 280, 300, 320, 350, 380, 400. Anything going over 400, ladies and gentlemen, 50,000 bit increments. 450, 550, 650, 750, 850, 900. If anything goes more than 900, 100,000 bit increments, 900, 1 million, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. I see there's a lot of you that's smiling and laughing. I do this job every day. You won't believe it. It happens every week. Mario, it happens every week that we sell cattle these days between 500,000 and 8 million. If you don't know, just go with Auntie Google, she will tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, and then after we've done the heifers, we're going to do all those lots, ladies and gentlemen, which has been sponsored by some of the members. And there we're going to have fun, I believe. But what an exceptional offering of heifers here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen them, they've gone through the show ring here today. Some of them were awarded prizes. Ladies and gentlemen, here is immaculate genetics on offer tonight. They are indeed leading ladies. use the opportunity and acquire, ladies and gentlemen, the future of the Limousin breed in South Africa. We start tonight with lot number 1, Lorena Nelly, ladies and gentlemen. There she is in the ring, Southside Acapulco, Maserati and Hitman. She's got a dam with an ICP of 388, that's daughter out of Neve. Ladies and gentlemen, she sells 4 months certified ink off to Devlin Rock Solid. Ladies and gentlemen, which is Italia's son. Here's an opportunity, one of the dandies tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, a real leading lady. Let's take it away and a bid 20,000. 20,000, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 25, 28, 28,000, 30, 30,000, 35, 35, 38,000, 40, at 40, 40,000, 42, 42, 40. At 48, 48,000, 50, 50,000, 55,000, 60, at 5, at 65, 65,000, 70, but it's 20,000, at 70, but it's 70, but down at 5, but it's 75, but it's 75,000, at 18, out of 80, but 80,000, at 85, out of 85, out of 90, out of 90,000, at 90, but down of 90, out of 90, do I see 100, out of 90,000, at 100, over 100, but over 100, down over 100, at 100,000. But down about 100, down about 100,000, at 100, but down about 100,000, at the donation of 100, but down about 100, at 100,000, gonna take her home, ladies and gentlemen, I all on down now, at 100, about 100, but down about 100,000, at 100,000, at 100,000, selling, closing the bid at 100,000, sold 100,000, thank you very much indeed, and please just show us the buyer number. The buyer number is buyer 176. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate. 176. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Here's lot number 2. Lot number 2. She's Devlin Twiggy, ladies and gentlemen, here she is. On the side, Devlin Mobile, ladies and gentlemen, going back to Hawker. And on the dam side, Devlin King, ladies and gentlemen, Heathcliff. An exceptional heifer again, ladies and gentlemen, excellent width. And you can see the dam's ICP 396. Damn nice EBVs, ladies and gentlemen, of 19, 32 and 43, milk plus 7. Ladies and gentlemen, as good as you can get out of the Devlin herd. Here she is, a broad heifer. And number 20, number 20,000, number 20, number 2, number 22. 22, 28, 28, 20,000, 28, 30,000, at 30, 32,000 here, and 35, 38, 40,000, 44, 40,000 here, and 42, 42, 42, at 42, 42, 45, at 45, 45, 45, 45,000, at 48, 48,000 at 48, but number 48,000, number 48 fell up to 50, at 48, number 48, at 48, number 48,000, number 48, number 48. Mr. Davis, all you're gonna have on your lap is a little daughter and no heifer. Number 48, number 48,000, number 48, number 48, number 48, number 48, number 48,000, 48, 50, at 50, number 50,000, but some 9, number 50,000 here, at 50, but number 50,000, but number 50,000. 5, 3, 5, 9, at 5, 50, 50, but 50,000, at 50 is going to take her home, ladies, you're going to close it, going to sell it, 50,000, 50,000, sold 50,000 by 5003 online, thank you very much indeed, at 50,000. 5003, thank you. That goes to Mr. Muhammad Carter. Thank you, Muhammad. We appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes lot number 3. On behalf of the Corral herd, ladies and gentlemen, here's Misty. Have a good look here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good year. There's Ferrari. There's Windgaard. Ladies and gentlemen, there's Escape. A line-bred Escape heifer. Look in your catalogue, ladies and gentlemen. Don't make any mistakes. A damn was a heifer. Ladies and gentlemen, dames and heren, meneer, kijk net mooi. And again, nice EBVs 21, 33 and 46 and milk plus 4. And ladies and gentlemen, she was the reserve intermediate champion here today. Have a look here. Look at the length. Look at the balance. Look at the quality on offer. Number 20. Number 20,000, number 20, 22, 5, 25, 28, 8, number 20,000, number 30, number 30,000, 2, number 35, and 38, number 38, number 40, number 42, number 45, number 48, at 48, 50, number 55, 55, 60, at 5, at 65, 70, number 70, number 5, number 75, number 80, number 80, number 5, number 85, 90, number 90, number 100, at 100, number 100, number 110, number 110, at 110, 10, number 110, 110, 110, asking 20, 120, asking 130. Mr. Stucklin, look at me, sir. Leave him alone. Hey, number 120, 20, number 120, bad, number 120, number 120, 20, number 120, bad. At 120, bad, number 120, at 120, but number 120, number 120, I gotta call a rain. At 120, bad, number 120,000. 120,000. Sold 120, thank you very much indeed. By 169, well done. Excellent effort. Thank you, Buta. By 169, we appreciate. Thank you. Ek waardeer loco limousines. We appreciate. Thank you, Lawrence. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great evening. What quality. What an opportunity you have. Here's great energy. Dames en heren, meneer, kyk net mooi. We offer you Larone Ecstasy. She's a full sister, ladies and gentlemen, of the group of group champion class today. And the sire, Zanzibar, ladies and gentlemen, was the sire of all the progeny group winners here today. Southside, Zanzibar, Maserati, Hitman, ladies and gentlemen, on the dam, the proven old matriarch, Valentine, going back to honeymoon. It sounds good to me, honeymoon. Can you imagine if they call you, your grandmother, honeymoon? Jerry, dat was je opa, gelukkige man. And ladies and gentlemen, have a look here. And you can see BB's 22, ladies and gentlemen, 28 and 45. Dance ICP 335. Where do I try? 100. Number 100, number 100, number 100, number 100. At 100,000, I made number 1 and 100, number 1 and 100, number 110, number 110, number 110 bear. At 110, 20, 130, 130, 144, 150, at 150, 160, 170, 170, 180, 190, at 220, 220, 50, 280 now, at 280, 300, 320, 320, bad, at 320, but down, 320, at 320, 320, but down, 320, 320, at 320, 350, 350, 380, 380,000, and 400, at 50, 450, but down, 500, 550, 550, it's a candor, and 50, and 650, but 650, but 650,000 here, and 650, but 650, but 650, and 650, she's got a great SFR, and 650, but 650, but 650, but 650, but 650,000. Sorry that I'm taking time on you, but just want to ask you something. Did you see what's her name? Ecstasy. You need a little bit of that, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm 650, but I'm 650. I could say sort of 50, but I'm 650, but 650. She's going to immigrate, ladies and gentlemen, going to sell, going to close at 650,000 once. Twice, all out, all done. Let's put our hands together. Thank you very much indeed, Mutanda Farms. Thank you very much indeed to the Couture family. Thank you, Mr. Stuchling, my Nabada. Aturubaya, 182. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'm talking to the boere. Kan ek vir julle boere hier in Suid-Afrika iets vertel? Julle beteken boggerol. Die Zambiërs en die Botswana manne sit julle koud. Ja, julle gaan begin gatskop. Andersters, wat sa boer? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I feel Ledwood, Yellowwood. Net Moy, lot number 5, ladies and gentlemen, side side, Acapulco, Maserati, Hitman, and on the damn side, Legacy and Humbug, dames and heren, Kijk Net Moy. And again, ladies and gentlemen, nice EBVs, 18, 24, 39, Mog plus 7. Have a look here, dames and heren, money photo mark neer, en Acapulco Dora, Kijk Net Moy, out of a Legacy bread dam. Yeah, number 20, number 20, number 22, number 25, number 28, number 30, number 30,000, number 32, number 35. 38, number 40, number 42, at 45, number 45, number 45, number 48, number 48, 50, number 50,000, at 50, number 50,000, but number 55, number 55, 60, number 60,000, but number 60,000, but 5, at 65, 70, number 70, number 70,000, 5, number 75, but 80, number 80, but 5, at 99, number 90,000, but number 99, number 90,000, 100, number 110, at 110, 10, number 120, at 120, 30, number 130, 30, number 130, 40, number 140, number 150. At 150, number 150, number 150, she would at 60, number 160, 170, number 170, 170 bad, at 170, 80, number 180 now, at 180, mate, it's this time with a boor. At number 180 bad, number 180, number 180 bad, at 180 bad, number 180 bad, number 180, at 180,000 bad, number 80, number 180, Hector 80,000 rand te 10. Dames and heren, Makvar, ladies and gentlemen, all out and done. Gotta sell them close at 180,000. Let's put our hands together again. Thank you, boy. 183. Thank you, Mr. Detui. We appreciate. Thank you, Aturu, for the help, sir. 180,000 on lot number 5. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna offer you. Kun je mij niet aan een pen geven, alsjeblieft? Daar een is kapot. Dankie Boeta. 180,000 on lot number 5. Yo. Here is the only mama between the leading ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that quality calf outside of lot number 7, dames and heren. Unfortunately, lot number 6 got injured. We have withdrawn her. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Matilda Gull. She is in the ring with her calf, dames and heren, Kijk Net Moy. Side, ladies and gentlemen, Laroon Rebel going back to Hitman, who's made one hell of an impact in this herd. And on the damn side, ladies and gentlemen, going back to the Wilsock herd, which produced Zipman and all those other top, Groot Leeuw and Klein Leeuw and Duck Leeuw and Mooi Leeuw and Lekker. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look here. Her dam's got ICP of 377. Here she is, as good as you can get. Ladies and gentlemen, functionally efficient, young heifer in the ring, in the market. Let's take it away. Number 20, number 32, number 20, number 22, number 22, number 25, number 25, number 25,000 bear, and 28, number 28, number 30, number 30,000, number 30, number 32, number 32, number 35, 35, number 35, number 35,000 bear, 35, number 35, number 35,000, number 35, number 35, 38, 38, but 40, but 40,000, number 44, number 40, number 2, number 45, number 45, high, at 45, number 45, number 45, high, but 48, number 48, 50, at 55. Number 55, number 55, number 55, right? 55 is there. At 55, number 55, Gert, je krijgt 2 voor die prijs van 1. Die allemaal is aan, ander is allemaal 1, is 2. Number 55, number 55, at 55, number 55,000, number 55, even 55, even 55,000, 55,000. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Fourie. I appreciate you on. As hy koop, dames en heren, dan moet Yellow Beard, ladies and gentlemen, he's the ex-breed advisor. He knows this breed inside out. Just check him. When he bets, you bet, because that's golden genetics. Dames and heren, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you this time lot number 8. Lot number 8's gonna come in, dames and heren, but here, Kijk Net Moy. She was the intermediate champion today, ladies and gentlemen. She was judged by Mr. P.J. Butler as the intermediate champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a look at her myself. She's thick, she's deep. And do you know what's another word for thick? She's broad. Dames en heren, saad, dak, gaat vers. Kijk een beetje mooi. Side Julius Caesar, ladies and gentlemen, Laroon Rebel and Hitman, dames en heren, Kijk Net Moy. And on the damn side, going back to the real Master Clue. Ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie mooi. Here is something special. Here is the best in this heifer competition. Now you got to consider, you got to think, ladies and gentlemen, you got to make plans. That's all. Number 20. Number 22, 5. Number 28, number 30, number 30,000, number 32. Number 35, number 35, number 38, number 30, number 40, number 40,000 man. At 40, number 2, number 42, number 45, number 45, number 48, number 40,000 man. At 50, number 50,000, I'm number 55, number 55, at 60, number 60,000, I'm number 60, number 60,000 man. At 60, number 60,000, I'm number 60,000 at 65, number 65, number 65, number 65,000 man. At 65, number 65,000, it's right here. At 65, number 70, number 70,000, number 70 by Yuan Farina. At 70, number 70 by Dad, number 70, Dennis, what do I do? At 70 by 5, at 75, number 75, number 75,000 man. Number 75, number 75, yes, one wise man. At 75, number 75, number 75, number 75,000. At 75, number 75, number 75, number 75,000. If you get a, as jy kry, dan kan jy haar noem skoonma, skoonsis, enigiets. Net so dik soos wat jy wil. Number 75, number 75, number 75, number 75, at 75, number 75, number 75, number 75, number 75,000 once and twice, and all that, and all done. Kom ons gee 'n lekker hande klap. The wise is by tonight. Thank you, Dennis. Lorena. Limousines by number 8. Thank you. What a buy. What value for money. Yo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Corral Miller coming in. Kyk na 'n bietjie mooi, lot number 9. Side again, ladies and gentlemen, Shumi en Ferrari en Vangaard, dames en heren, en kyk net mooi. Ferdinand, yes, Lowell, ladies and gentlemen, she sells 5 months certified in calf to Tanganyika. Kyk net mooi, yo, she's in the ring, in the market, ladies and gentlemen. Dams ICP, 367, dames en heren, kyk 'n bietjie hier. Number 20, number 20,000, number 22, number 20, number 22, number 25, number 25, number 28, number 30, number 30,000, number 2, 32, number 35, number 38, number 38,000, number 40, number 40,000, at 42, at 42, number 42, number 45, number 45, number 45, at 45, 48, at 48, 50, at 50, number 50,000, number 50, number 50,000, asking 5, at 50, number 50, number 50,000 here. Ik het 50,000, number 50, number 50,000, 50,000, 50,000 once, twice, all out, all done. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate Bas Jan Stichler, ek waardeer. 163. 163 at 50,000. We appreciate. She leaves the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes lot number 10. Lot number 10, this is one chance, Clara, dames en heren, meneer, kyk net mooi. Side Caprivi, humbug, ladies and gentlemen, best blop. And kyk net mooi, and par excellence. On the damn side, going back, ladies and gentlemen, to a minis. Top old genetics, Renlo, ladies and gentlemen, dames en heren, meneer, kyk net mooi. Universal. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. She's long, she's balanced, she's a quality female. Dams ICP 395. And ladies and gentlemen, she was AI'd on the 27th of March with Jalusa Ziplock. Can you imagine that combination? And ladies and gentlemen, dames en heren, number 20, number 20,000, number 20, 22, 5, number 35, number 38, number 30, number 32, number 32, 5, 35, 8, number 38, number 38, 40, number 40,000, number 2, number 42, number 45, at 45, 45, 48, at 50, number 50,000, number 50, number 50, number 50,000, that why. I could fight the days, number 50, number 50,000, I see 5, at 50, number 50, number 50, number 50,000. Derek, Wat gaan jou milies vreet hierdie jaar? En 50,000 rand, baby, 50,000 meer. Ek het 50,000 rand vaar, 55, het 55. Jy kan hulle appelspere en pruime voer. En 55, and 55,000. Thank you, Corral, Limousines, Derek, thank you, Bar 152, thank you very much indeed. At 55,000 on a top young female. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Latin 11, Devlin Sapphire. Southside, Italia. Ladies and gentlemen, I had the honor and the privilege to sell Italia. Her sire is one of the bulls which will be forever remembered. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Limousin breed in this country. He's indeed, ladies and gentlemen, a bull and a half. Dames en heren, meneer, kyk net mooi. Southside, Italia, Ferrari, Windgaard. Ladies and gentlemen, on the dam side, Larone, Hokke en Dauphin. Kyk net 'n bietjie mooi. 5 months certified in calf, ladies and gentlemen, to Larone Yamaha. Well, in the ring of the market day, let me 11, ladies and gentlemen, let's take it away. It's the last day for today on sale. And over 20, maybe 20,000, I'm maybe 22, 22, now 5. And 22,000, I'm maybe 22, 22. Like a twin, 20 days, 22, 22,000, 25, 25, and 28, 30,000, yeah. At 30, maybe 30,000, I'm out of 30, 30,000. At 30, I'm maybe 30,000, do I see 2? At 32, 32, 5, 35, 35,000 beer. At 35, it's a Italia daughter on offer. Ladies and gentlemen, out of a Larone Hawker Bright cow. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. En 35,000 meer. 35,000 once. Before I'm going to sell her to one wise man who's wide awake, just look at her age, because you compare with all those babies that I just sold. Ladies and gentlemen, she's already had a calf. Kabanga, no. Think a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. She's better than the others. She's already reproduced. 35,000 beer. 35,000. If I'm allowed to do that, where's my boss? Thank you very much, Dennis. Thank you. I appreciate John and Tracy Davenport. What number do I use? $171. Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, what an immaculate hair for sale we've had on this 50th anniversary of the Limousin breed. I congratulate you all, ladies and gentlemen. Kom ons gee mekaar almal 'n lekker hande klap. Now, everybody has sponsored something for tonight. I'm sponsoring something too. Look at this. Look at the ice on it. It's ready for consumption. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Johan van der Nest, I sponsor this to you guys. You can enjoy. Okay, let's take it away. Asking 1,000 to go. Number 1,000, I'm number 1, number 1,000, number 1, number 1,000, at 1,000, I'm number 1, 5, number 1,005, number 2,000, number 2,005, number 2,005, number 3, number 3, 5, at 4,000, I'm number 4, number 4,005, number 4, 5, number 4, 5, at 5,000, and 5, 5, at 6,000, number 6,000, at 5, number 65, 5, at 65, number 6,500, I'm bad, at 7, number 7,000, at 7,000, I'm number 7, 5, number 75, number 75, 5, at 8,000, at 5, but 9, up at 10 now, at 10, number 10, number 11,000, number 11, but 12, number 12,000, at 12, number 13, number 13, but number 13,000, at 13, 14, number 14, but number 14, at 14, 14, 15, 16, at 16, 16,000, I'm number 16, number 16,000, at 16, number 16,000, but number 16,000, at 16, number 16, but number 16,000, jou plan gaan nie meer werk nie, at 16, number 16, but number 16, nou jou in jaar, at 16, 17, at 17, number 17,000, number 17,000, at 17, but number 17,000, at 17, number 17,000, at 17, but number 17, do I see 18, number 17, number 17, now 18. Now I can hear everybody's very happy about this. And so am I. 19. So am I, ladies and gentlemen. But remember, it's for the Limousin breed, Mrs. Davenport. Number 19, number 19, but number 19, number 19, number 19,000, at 19, Tracy, what do I do? Number 19, number 19. I will bring out a bottle of champagne too. At 19, number 19, but number 19, number 19,000 is my man. At 19, but 20, at 20, but 20, but number 20,000, at 20, but number 20, number 20, but number 20,000. At 20, you plankie gaan nie werk nie. At 20, but number 20, 20, but 20, but here, number 20,000 once. 20,000 twice. Out. Almal wat 'n dop het, vat gou 'n sluk. Ja, is lekker, nee. Number 20, number 20, 20, sorry, it was 21, nee. 20, number 20, 20, number 20, number 20, number 20,000, I remember 20, number 20,000 once, twice. All out and all done, no more. Kom ons gee hulle 'n kanderklap. Dames and heren, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is like they say in French, it's prima. When it's good and it gets better, and if it's get better, it's becoming great. And when it's magnificent, it's magnifique. Ladies and gentlemen, you are at a venue and at a place tonight with the Limousin breed that is really magnifique. What an honor to be part of you guys. And now we're going to offer you lot number 12. Ladies and gentlemen, here is one unbelievable spirit here, and how great it is. Dames and heren, we offer you a sculpture of a Limousin bull, sponsored by John and Tracy Davenport. And this sculpture, ladies and gentlemen, was created by Stephen Sutherland, a well-known and a renowned artist in South Africa for his excellent animal representations. Ladies and gentlemen, I put up the sculpture. I'm asking 10,000 rand to take it away. 5,000, 2,000. Number 1,000, number 1 and 1, number 1,000, number 1, 5, number 1,500. At 1,005, number 1,005, number 1,000, 2,000, number 2, 5. At 2, 5, number 2,500, number 2, 5, number 2,500, number 3, number 3,000, but 5. At 3, 5, number 3, 5, but 4. At 4,500, number 4, 5, number 5,000 here. At 5,000, number 5,000, I'm number 5, number 5,000. At 5,500, number 5, 5, number 5,500, number 6,000. At 6,000, I'm number 6,000, number 6,000 here. At 6,000, but number 6,000, number 6,000. Gert, jy het net 'n versie, jy het nie 'n bil nie. At 6,000, I'm number 6,000 here. At 6,000, number 6,000, number 6,000, number 6,000 once. 5, 65, hard, 7, 7,000 beer. At 7 and maybe 7, but 5, but 75, hard, but 75 beer. At 8, hard, but 8,000 beer. But 8, hard, but 8,000 beer. At 8, but hard, but 8,000, but not, but 8,000 once and twice. Yendo ta, Dongi Zulu. Oh. Salt 8,000. Thank you, Trudine de Twyla Rain. We appreciate. Thank you, ma'am. En wat een nommer gebruik ek daar? Trudine, kan jy my nie die nommer wys? Kopersnommer. 183. Thank you very much indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 13. There is, ladies and gentlemen, the live track H-clamp. We sell the headlamp, ladies and gentlemen, without the head scoop. Dames en heren, ons verkoop hom sonder die head scoop. Julle het daar sien julle daar so ding, hy vang die bees onder die nek. Die ene het nie die, dis net 'n gewone klamp. We sell this one, ladies and gentlemen, just as is, without the head scoop. En die hekke, daai hekke, dames en heren, is ook nie ingesluit nie. Ons gebruik hulle net om die headlamp op te hou. The gates, ladies and gentlemen, is not included. So we only sell the headlamp. And that was sponsored by Live Track South Africa. Dames and heren, ladies and gentlemen, let's take it away. Start me. 30,000, 20,000, 10,000, 10,000, 12,000 here. 13, 14, yeah, at 14, 15, 15, 16, 16,000, 17, 17, more, at 18, 19, 90 more, at 20, 20, 20,000 more, at 20, 20,000, at 20, 20,000, yeah, up to 20,000, asking 21, is it by, 21, 20, 20,000, number 20, 20, 21, number 22, number 22, 3, number 23, 4, at 24, 4, at 24, 4, number 24, number 25, number 25, at 25, number 25,000, number 25, number 25, number 25, number 25,000, look at 25,000, number 25, number 25, 26, at 26, number 26,000, number 26, at 26,000, I'm number 26, but number 26 and 26,000. Direct tot wanneer gaan die skou? Gaan dit nog môre aan? Ek dink jy beter raai, nek lamp koop. Die skou is nog nie verby nie. Number 26,000, I'm number 26, number 26,000, once and twice and all out and all done. Thank you, Ronnie, ek waardeer. 186, 196, at 26,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we turn the page now to lot number 14. Dames en heren, ons bied vir julle aan a wine collection on behalf of the Capelands. Dames en heren, Capelands Wine Farm. Kyk net mooi, we offer you, ladies and gentlemen, the Magnum collection. And this Magnum collection consists, ladies and gentlemen, of a 2015 Redstone. It is of the 2014 vintage, a 2015 Reserve Magnum, a 2016 Redstone Magnum, and a 2018 Redstone Magnum. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are wine connoisseurs, here is something really, really special. Don't make any mistakes. Those of you guys, everybody who missed out on the Jägermeister, here's an opportunity on some damn good red wine. Don't miss out. Let's take it away. Number 2,000, and 2,000, number 3,000, number 3,000, number 4, number 4,000, 5,000, number 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, number 7,000, at 7, 8,000, number 8,000, but out of 8,000, but 8,000, but 9 out of 9,000, but 50 from out of 10, at 10,000, number 10, out of 9,000, but I kan homself nie glo nie. At 10,000. Number 10, not 10,000, but 10 days, number 10, not 10.
Do you know what? All you're going to have is a memory that you've looked at the bottles. And I bring 10,000, I'm going to 11,000 beer. I 11,000, I'm going to 11,000, I made 11,000 beer. I 11, I made 11,000, but 11, I'm 11,000. I 11, but 11,000. Ladies and gentlemen, going to sell, going to close at 11,000. Before I knock it down, when are we opening in it? We open the first bottle tonight. Let's close the book. 182, thank you, sir. Thank you to the Katuris. We appreciate. Thank you very much. 10,000. Ladies and gentlemen, next we have for lot number 15. And this is sponsored by Eastern Gold Limousines. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is a painting that is going to be commissioned by you, the buyer. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is going to be done by our artist, Lauren Hutton. Lauren, where are you, ma'am? Please come up and stand here with me. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the artist. How lucky are you to know who's going to paint this painting that you are going to create yourself? Can they create it themselves? Or they can give you a picture. Or you can invite her to come and sit on the farm. Look at the animal. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe she's willing to stay for a week to a month to complete this painting. So Lauren, you'll find out who is going to be your match for maybe 1 day or 2 weeks or 3 months or maybe not even a day. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Lauren is going to do this artwork for us, dames en heren, and there is an example of Lauren's work. So this is indeed an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, and you can ask her or instruct her, ladies and gentlemen, to paint anything, but it must be animals. Am I right? It must be animals. I can see a hell of a lot of animals here. And ladies and gentlemen, let's take it away. And I bet 10,000, I put it in 10,000, I put it in 10,000 beer. 10,000, I put it in 10,000, I put it in 10,000, but I put it in 10,000 beer. 12,000, I put it in 13, I put it 13,000, I put it 13, 14, I put it 14,000, 15. At 15, I put it 15,000, but I put it 15, 16, at 17, 18, at 19, at 19, bed, I put 19, I put 19,000, 20, put it 20,000. Number 20,000 beer, at 20 beer, number 21, number 22, number 22, 2, and 22, number 22, number 22,000 beer, at 22, number 22, looks to me like you gotta go up to Zambia for this job, at 22, number 22, 3, at 23, 4, at 24, 4, number 25, now it's Lichtenberg. And 26, 26,000, 27, 28, 29, 29,000 beer. And 30, 30,000, but 30, 30,000 beer. At 30, remember you can have that dark also painted, huh? And 30,000, I'm but 30, that's my man. At 30,000, I'm bit down, I'm 30,000. At 30, 30,000 once and twice and all out and all done. 30,000. Thank you, Mr. Kuturi. We appreciate Lauren. That's your instructor. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Aturu, you guys. Mutanda Farms from Zambia for your great support tonight. We appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, now they are for at number 16. Oh, allemaal wat skelmpies het. Allemaal wat skelmpies het. It's a 5-night holiday accommodation in Harold's Bay, sponsored by Covers Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, and if you want us to tell Ernie else to go away for that week, we will arrange that. He will not be there to bother you with golf. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, there is a 5-night holiday accommodation. Ladies and gentlemen, for up to 8 guests at a time, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, ladies and gentlemen. And if you know Corbus Watson well, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have the best beef and the best pork and the best mutton and the best ostrich and the best venison, because he's our butcher. He will provide, ladies and gentlemen. You can go and order there at the butchery. Beef or meat, ladies and gentlemen, for 5 nights. But he said, only please, one thing. There's only one condition. No chicken. No chicken. Okay, is that reg, Kobus? No chicken. I say, okay, frozen chicken, he'll put that into. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's take it away. Number 10,000 here. Number 10,000, number 10,000, number 12, number 13, number 14, number 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, number 19, 20, number 20, number 20,000, and 21, number 21, number 21, 2, number 22, 2, 22, 2, number 22, 2, number 22,000, 23,000. Vat hy kinders bietjie op vakansie, Gert. Number 23, number 23, number 23, maar. And 23, number 23, banana, number 23. And 23, number 23,000, banana, number 24, number 24, number 24, number 24,000 meer. And 24, number 24, number 24, number 24. Dr. Fani, wanneer laas was jy op vakansie? 24 for number 24,000, number 24 for number 24,000. All out, all done, no more. 24,000. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it, and that goes to my number. Bar 194. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank Colin. Colin, all the way from the United States. Colin is all the way from the United States, and he is, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight celebrating the 50th anniversary. Thank you for coming all the way. Kom ons gee vir hom 'n lekker hande klap. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Colin, now that's for the first week. The 5-night accommodation. The second week, you're going to go up to Zambia for this buffalo hunt that I'm going to offer you now. Ladies and gentlemen, here is our star price on offer tonight. A buffalo hunting adventure in the Zambian wilderness, sponsored by the Katuri family from Mutanda Farms. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is something really special. Ladies and gentlemen, you will experience an unforgettable hunting experience in the wildlife reserve of Kulumbala farm located near Solwezi in northwestern Zambia. The hunting grounds span over 5,000 hectares and are home to a large population of buffalo with the greatest bosses and horns, ladies and gentlemen, that you can think of, and plenty of other wildlife. If you would like to shoot a warthog, we can charge you $5,000 for a warthog. If you want to shoot a meerkat, ladies and gentlemen, $20,000. Okay, so just be aware of the other prices. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is an unbelievable opportunity to go and hunt a buffalo. Ladies and gentlemen, and please check in your catalog the inclusions. Ladies and gentlemen, there's lodging and meals for 2 people for 3 nights, airport pickup and drop off, weapon rental, ammunition, daily fees of a professional hunter included, and guides and trackers, ladies and gentlemen, and the vehicle and a hunting license. Exclusions It's the only problem. You've got to get your own trophy out of there. That's everybody's problem. But ladies and gentlemen, dames en heren, this is an unbelievable opportunity. And please, this hunting expedition must be completed before the end of October. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a bid for 40,000. And I'm taking 2 and 3,000 bit increments to 50,000, and then we carry on just like we did with the cattle. Everybody 40,000, everybody 40, everybody 45, everybody 45, everybody 48, everybody 50,000, at 55, everybody 60, everybody 60,000, everybody 60, everybody 60,000, everybody 65, everybody 65,000, at 65, at 70, everybody 70, everybody 5, everybody 75,000, at 80, everybody 80,000, at 85, everybody 85, at 19, everybody, I took 90, 100, at 100, everybody 100, everybody 100, at 110, number 110, but down number 110, at 10, 20, number 120 online, number 120, number 120, at 120,000, number 120, number 120, 30, at 130, 30, number 130, number 130, bad, at 130, number 130, 30, number 130, but on number 130, at 130,000, I'm but down 130, 30, number 130, at 130,000, but down 130, number 130, asking 140, hey, number 130, 30, number 130, but number 130, 30, 130, at 130, baby, number 130, 30, 130, 130. Do I see, do I hear, or do I feel 140,000? Hey, number 130, 30, number 130, number 130, 30, number 130, number 130. And I can tell you one thing, if you talk very nicely to the Kotoris, they will help you to export that bull live to South Africa, and you can use him. You can use him on all your Limousin efforts. 130, 30, 130, 30, 130, 30, 130, at 130, 30, 130, 130, 130 once, at 130, 30, 130 twice. All out, all done, no more. At 130,000. Thank you, my 189. We appreciate it. What an opportunity you've got. You can hire me for another 130,000 to come along. Dankie mas Andre Julle, we appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, we are feel lot number 18. Lot number 18. If you've, ladies and gentlemen, appreciated all these gifts that's an offer there, we offer you something special. Ladies and gentlemen, a Parker gold pen with the engraving on it, Leading Lady 50th Anniversary. Mr. Haberga, attention please. I'm selling a gold pen, sir, which is engraved with Leading Lady 50th Anniversary on it. It's something really special. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the only one of its kind in the world. It's the only one of its kind in the world. And that's really the truth. You will never ever get that again. In a bed, in 1,000, number 1, and 1,000, number 1, 5, number 1,005, number 1, 5, number 2,000, number 2,000, at 2,005, number 2,005, 5, at 2,005, number 2,005, number 2,500, number 2,005, at 3,000, and 3,500, number 3,500, at 3,500, number 3,500, at 3,500, number 3,500, number 3,500. You will never get it again. 4,000, it's the only one in the world. At 4,000, I leave it for 4,000 here. At 4,000 I made before 4,000 is my man. At 4,000 I made before 4,000 but 4,000 once. 4,000 twice. All out, all done, no more at 4,000. Thank you very much indeed. Buy number 240. We appreciate. Excellent buy. That is value for money. That is indeed. Mr. Mark Wiseman. Dr. Wiseman, will you please just rise? Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Mark Wiseman is celebrating his 102nd birthday today. Let's give him a nice round of applause. And he just brought the pen. Thank you, Doc. We appreciate it. Sorry. it was his 21st birthday, man. No, sorry, Doc. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we offer you a weekend breakaway at the Capelands Wine Farm, which specializes, ladies and gentlemen, in authentic Italian food. This is an opportunity like none. You're going to be treated like an Italian. You're going to have the best red wine and champagne, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, Mamma Mia, you should not miss out on this. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 19, a weekend breakaway at the Cape Islands Wine Farm. Number 2000, number 22, number 22, number 22, number 22, number 23, number 25, number 25, number 2005, number 25, number 25, number 3000, and 35, number 3500, and 4000, maybe 4, but 5, number 4005, number 5000, number 5, 6, 7, at 5, number 8, number 8000, but number 8005, number 85, at 85, number 85, number 85, number 85, at 8005, number 85, number 85, number 85, number 89, at 85. Number 85, number 85 and 8500, 8,500, all out, all done. You're going to miss out on the spaghetti at 8,500. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it. And that goes to my number 163. My 163 at 8,500. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we offer you some really, really good wine from the Surroundsburg, ladies and gentlemen, winery down in the Cape. And if you visited Larone, it's just next door to Larone. We offer you Surroundsburg wine hamper, ladies and gentlemen, which consists of 14 bottles of 2022 Provenance Shiraz, ladies and gentlemen. It, as I hear, is exceptional wine. It's not sold in South Africa, it's actually exported. So this is an opportunity like none. Mr. Jager, you haven't even tasted it yet. Sir, are you and I going to share it? And ladies and gentlemen, let's take it away. Number 2000, number 2005, number 35, number 3, number 3000, number 3005, 35 at 4, number 4005 at 5000, number 5 at 5000 there, and 5 at 6000, number 6000 there, at 6000, number 6000, number 6000, at 6000, number 6000, number 6000. As jy dit toe op het bie, dan moet jy weet, hy is die bierman, hy kan dit nie eers kry nie. Nie eers hy kan het kry nie. Maar ons gaan nou kyk of hy het kan bekostig. At 6,000, I'm over 6,005. At 65, 7,000 meer. At 7,000, I'm bet down about 7,000. Jy gaan maar tevrede moet wees met die falie appie. At 7,000, I'm over 7,000, I'm bet down. 7,000. Sold by 163. We appreciate the Stiglins and thank you, Ayo. En ek weet jy is so lief vir jou biere nie. That was 7,000. Ladies and gentlemen, and now a leather hamper. It's a wine bottle holder, ladies and gentlemen. A wine bottle holder, leather case for a wine bottle, a handbag and a purse. Sponsored by Janika Abrams, ladies and gentlemen. If you've inspected it, you would have seen the great and high quality of this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take it away, but 2,000. But 2,000, 535, 5, 35, 3,500. At 3, 5, 35, but 4, but 4,000, but 4,000 on 9. At 4,000, I'm baby 4, but 4,000, I'm baby 4, but 4,000. At 4, 5, but 4,000, 5, but 5, but 5,000 here. At 5,000, but 5, but 55, 5. At 5, but 5,000, 500, but 5, but 5,000. 555 by Cartno at 5 hard, but 5,555, 55, 55, 55, 5,500. Thank you, Mr. Davis Busker. 170. Thank you at 5,500. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we offer you lot number 22. Lot number 22. Ha ha. Kom ons braai. Ladies and gentlemen, we offer you 50 bags of braaiwood. It's real imported, ladies and gentlemen, leadwood and sicklebush. It makes, ladies and gentlemen, the best fires for the best braais. I'm selling it. It's wood. It's wood. It's wood. It's firewood. Firewood. I'm selling them, ladies and gentlemen, as a package. I'm not selling them per bag because there's only 50. Okay, let's take it away, ladies and gentlemen. Start me. Number 3,000, number 3,000, number 3, 4, 3,000, 4, 3,000, 3,000, 4, 3,000, 3,000, 4, 3,000, 3,000, 4, 3,000, 500, 3, 4, 3,000, 4, 3,000, 500, 3,000, 505. Can I say something? Al hierdie Vrystaatse boere wat allemaal met Blackwattle en stronke braai. Kerels, hier's vir hulle geleentheid om regtig vleis te braai met regte hout. 3, 4, 3,000, 4, 3,000, Lawrence, 4,000 donkey. At 4,000, every 4,000, 4,500. At 4, 4,000, 4,000, every 4,500. At 4, 4,000, 4,500. Lawrence, 5,000, I'm maybe 5,000, but number 5,000 by Lawrence. At 5, 5,500. At 5, 5,000, number 5. Lawrence, as jy nie hout het, het jy niks om aan die brand te steek nie. 6,000, dankie Lawrence. Say but 6,000, I'm maybe 6,000. At 6,000, but number 6,000, but number 6,000, and 5. At 65, 6,500. At 65, 6,500. At 65, 6,500. Wil jy brand of wil jy nie? 65, 6,500 once. Twice. All up. All done. Thank you, Mr. Dotoy, 183. Lawrence, donkey. I appreciate, sir. Lawrence, jy kan die helfte van die hout kry. Praat net mooi met hom. Nee. Ons sal vir jou so 'n bietjie parafin bygee. Maar jy gaan die parafin sommer nou hier vat. Nee, parafin. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, dames and heren, now we offer you some damn nice wine again. Oh, Mrs. Davenport. It's some Krone Cape Classic. Oh, as good as you can get, ladies and gentlemen. It's Morales, vintage Cuvée Brut. There is 12 bottles, ladies and gentlemen, in this hamper. And let's take them away, dames and heren, every 4,000. Every 4,000, every 4,000, every 4,000, every 4, every 4, 5, at 5,500. At 5, 5, 5,000, 5, every 5, every 5, at 5. I'm going to knock it down to you under one condition. It's not cold, Will. I gotta open one though. 5, 5,000, 5,500, at 6,000 man, and 65, 6,005, at 7, but 5, at 8, 8,000, but 5, at 85, at 9, at 9,000, 9 is that 10, 11, at 11, 11,000, I'm 11,000, 12,000, at 12,000, 13. It's only just over 1,000 rand a bottle. 13,000, how much will you pay for it at a restaurant? 13,000, I'm paid on 13,000. Last 14. What did that mean? 13,000 is that way. 13. Tracy's your last chance. Talk to John. 13,000. All out, all done. No more. Thank you, Aturu. Thank you, Mr. Kuturi. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. John Davenport down the middle. 182. And let's see what we have for you now. Ladies and gentlemen, please just stay seated. On behalf of our sponsors, Farmers Weekly, Molatech, Vleesentraal, Lucerne Fields, Tuffy Agri Implements, Live Track, South Africa, the equipment, Swiftveer, Voerbal, Absolute Genetics, Veerplaas, De Heers, BKB, Hoofdroeming, Unistel. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all for your support today. Congratulations with one hell of a 50 anniversary sale. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to work for you. I thank you all. I hand over to Mr. Jan Stiglen.
Thank you very much, everybody. What a memorable night. I think we started off exceptionally well with the heifers, and really the quality of the heifers was, like we said from the beginning, it was really, really good. And then when we kicked off with the novelties, wow, Manu, it seems like that bottle made this whole auction tonight. Thank you very much, everyone, and yeah, thanks for coming. And it's dinner time. Dinner's ready, please. There's a lot of food. Go for it. Enjoy the evening.
Before you go, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to you all. The average on the heifers is 130,000 average per animal. Exceptional, well done. Enjoy the evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we say in Afrikaans, geen vet, maak mooi.